Chef Nino is with us on Studio 10 this morning, making one of my all-time favorites. What are you making this morning?
I'm making a seafood Alfredo.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Honest to goodness, I make his recipe, his Alfredo recipe, probably 2 or 3 times a month. And if one of my friends has a baby or they're not feeling well, this is the meal that I take them. It's so good.
And it's so easy.
Yes.
You're using heavy cream and Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese. And you can make it any way you want with chicken, pork. We're searing some Gulf Coast seafood today with some vegetables.
Yeah.
And we're making a quick and easy Gulf Coast seared seafood Alfredo.
So
but you can put some sauces in there, some tasso.
So I usually do Kaneka.
You can use Kaneka.
And make like a Cajun one.
Yes.
So good.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so we're starting with bacon.
Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is you can put some butter, but I left a little bit of bacon drippings.
Yeah.
And so we're going to put this here, come back over here. I am using Rouse's Wild Caught Louisiana shrimp. We have Louisiana crawfish tail peeled and cleaned with the fat. And also we got some Alabama crab meat. I think right down in Bayou La Battery.
I think it's specifically Coden, but yeah, Bayou La Battery, that area-ish, which we're extremely proud of course. So we're going to let this simmer for a little bit. The thing that I love about this recipe is before Alfredo, I just buy it in a jar, and if you do that, that is totally fine. You guys have many. You don't have time to do it, but this, if you've got 10 minutes, you've got time to make this Alfredo.
You literally bring, whenever all the meat is cooked, or seafood, you bring the heavy cream to a boil, take it off the heat, and put in your Parmigiano-Reggiano. Now, this is not Parmesan. And I'm not trying to impress you with my Italian, although I certainly could, okay? But this is Parmigiano-Reggiano.
Yes.
If you get Parmesan, it's not gonna melt. It's gonna be stringy and gooey and gummy, and the flavor is not gonna be there.
Yes. It's important to know, though, that usually in some of your locations, this is not going to be, at least in the location that's nearest me, it's not going to be with your shredded cheeses in the bags. Usually, and it's like by the meats or the deli, and it's all really fine. Yes, where the gourmet cheeses are, if you want to find it.
And I tell people, you know, don't save money on the food that you're going to eat. Save money on clothes and shoes like Joe. You know, he must eat well.
He does all right, that's for sure.
He's like Mr. GQ, man. He's always dressed. All I got is like Mr. Bean uniform. What am I have today, you know? Oh, I think I'll have the chef coat.
What are we going to do with them? All right, you guys, this is quick, easy, affordable, and delicious. Whatever way you want to make it, whether it's with all of the seafood or Kaneka or chicken, whatever you want to do, it is delicious. When we come back, we're going to let all of this seafood simmer.
I wish y'all was here smelling this. This is amazing. Yes. We're going to let this simmer, and then we're going to kind of take it out and simmer our vegetables, put it all together, put the heavy cream, Parmigiano-Reggiano, put it over the pasta, and we are good to go. This
will be my lunch today. So excited about that. We'll be right back with more Chef Nino. And we are back in the kitchen here at Studio 10.
Yes, we are.
We're on Studio 10.
We're on Studio.
At Fox 10.
We're on something.
We are on something, yeah. We're high on Alfredo this morning.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm really, let me tell you where we are here. We we cooked our shrimp, crawfish, and crab in a little bit of Chef Nino's adrenaline and some bacon and bacon grease, okay? Or we say drippings, not grease. We can't say grease. Huh? I'm telling just like that. See, this recipe, you can do many things with it. You can do it like that, put in some marinara sauce, or put it on some toast, all right? Toast, like a little bruschetta toast. Put it in some Parmesan cheese. You know what? It has a little bit of kick to it because once we put it all together with the heavy cream, it's going to be more
mellow out.
Yes, but somebody had to jump the gun.
Hey, if food is in front of me.
I ain't saying no names, Miss Suckerpan. All right, there we go.
I don't know what he's saying either.
All righty. And so now what we did, we melted some butter. And if you want to be more heart healthy, you can use some olive oil. But I eat tons of butter. I don't have any problem. Anyway, that stuff on the meter, you can't understand that, believe all. Anyway, So here we are. Are you
What
okay?
language were you just speaking?
I don't
Because I
know.
did not follow.
You're not supposed to. All right. Don't trust the magic.
All right.
Don't question the magic. Yeah. Okay. So we got multicolored bell pepper, and then once this is kind of wilted down, we're gonna wilt it, not wilted, like I used to say.
Wilted.
Joe corrected me on that. Thank you, sir. He's got speech therapy classes for Chef Nino. And we have some cut up cherry tomatoes.
Ooh.
And then it's just a simple recipe, y'all. If you want to, put some mushrooms in there. All right, cut up some eggplant, green zucchini, yellow squash.
It's kind of like Alfredo is interesting because to me it's kind of like an omelet where whatever you put in there, like it will be delicious.
That's a good analogy. Really,
Thank
it
you.
is. It's like an omelet. Yeah.
It's like I'm a chef.
Hey, you know what though? Watching these segments and shopping at Rouse's, you are a chef.
I am.
We help the home cook become chefs. Seriously.
Like
'Cause
honestly,
you know
you've
why?
helped me.
You're buying better ingredients than are being served in most restaurants. I
like
promise
it.
you.
I know. I believe it.
And here's the thing: once you know how to make something good, like Alfredo or something, or cook a steak, you're usually disappointed when you go out to eat because theirs is not as good as yours at the house.
It's not. It is my go-to meal if I'm trying to impress someone, whether it be friends or
And,
just eat something good.
Me and Joe was talking about that the other day. That once you learn how to use a grill and cook a steak to perfection, you can't have that same experience and taste going out to eat. You're usually disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I love shopping at Rouse. I'm a promoter of home cooking. I love the process, de-stressing, cutting everything up, cooking it. And I'm not saying I do or don't, but some people drink a little bit of alcohol in that process. You know what I'm saying? It kind of.
What people?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Hello. Yes, indeed.
Okay,
I
well-
even switched to AT&T. They have more bars and more places. I heard. Hello.
It's amazing you're still employed. Okay, let's continue on.
Who said I'm on payroll? Ross is a
He
far
just-
away too. They don't know what I'm doing.
He just showed up.
I was out voting. I got a chef.
Oh, we're going to wrap this up before it gets too crazy. When we come back, we'll finish up this Alfredo with Joe.
I've got my fork out, and for some reason I got my jacket on.
Man, you ready?
Yeah,
Mr. GQ.
usually I don't wear the jacket in the final cooking
Man, if I
segment.
dressed like you, I'd have a show too. Look
there
at
you go. All right, so what do we got going on in here?
Okay, Gulf Coast Seared seafood Alfredo. We sauteed we got our bacon done and put our crawfish and crab and shrimp, sauteed that down. And then we put our vegetables, our onions, our bell peppers, cooked those down. Now we're gonna put in our Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
yeah.
Look, we put our heavy cream. We're just bringing it to a boil, okay? Once it brings to the boil, turn it off, and I'm gonna put in my Parmigiano Reggiano, all righty? Cheese, and all that's gonna do is melt. Look at that.
That's a lot of cheese, and I'm here for it.
Yes, sir. And once that cheese is melted, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put my cut up cherry tomatoes.
Wow.
Sorry about that. Yes, sir.
You just keep adding to this thing.
Adding to it, that's right. And if you want to thicken it, get you some of this Wondra flour. It's just pulverized flour, no pre-mixing. It's the same consistency as baby powder.
Okay.
Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put some pasta in there. Yes, sir. Look at this, man.
That looks great.
You would order this in a fine restaurant, but you can cook it better at your house by shopping at Rouse's.
How about that?
Now, you ready to try it, Mr. Joe?
That's why I'm not talking. I'm just sitting here thinking about eating it, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which is not the best for a TV host. But, you know, you do what you can.
Live your dream, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at this. You know, I rarely ever say I'm proud of myself. I limit it to 12 times a day, okay? But I'm really proud of myself. Now, this is a good recipe. You can go to Rouse.com or Fox10TV.com to make Gulf Coast seafood Alfredo, crawfish, crab, shrimp, Parmigiano Reggiano.
To piggyback off what Chelsea was saying earlier, Chef Nino's Alfredo sauce is the best. It's so simple, so easy to make. You got to do it for yourself. This all came together wonderfully, Nino.
Thank you so much, and thank y'all for watching, and see you at one of the Rouses.